Hey everyone, it's me E and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. I wanted to get this video up a few days ago, but obviously that didn't happen. Such is life. But anyway, this is the next part in my drawing pseudo-realistic Haikyuu character series, which I didn't originally intend to be a series, but now that I've started, I don't think I'm going to stop. But today I'm doing Nishinoya and Tanaka, who are both second years. And they have a very good, I guess you'd call it bromance in this show. They seem to be the closest friends on the team, possibly. But anyway, I did Nishinoya first and then Tanaka. I think the Tanaka one turned out a little bit better, but I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you've been watching all of these, if you think that my portraits are improving or not. Sometimes I think they are, and then other times not. I still feel like my favorite one is the first one that I did, which was Yamaguchi. Anyway, if you haven't seen that one yet, you'll have to check it out. I've got a couple more video ideas for the year. We'll see how many of them actually get made, with it being Christmas time and all that. I don't necessarily plan to do any like particularly Christmassy content per se. I got a new Christmas tree for my bedroom because I felt like it was depressing. At the end of the night, you'd be sitting out in your living room with the beautiful Christmas tree and all the lights around and all the decorations, and then you go to bed at night and you just go back to your cold, barren bedroom that has no Christmas decorations in it. So I petitioned my husband to let us get a little 4-foot tree in our bedroom, and I was gonna film a video of us decorating it, but we decorated it so quickly because it's only a 4-foot tree. It just like came and went the whole event before I even really realized it. And honestly, it needs more ornaments in my opinion, but I like a super saturated Christmas tree where you can barely see the tree anymore because of all the ornaments on it. So maybe in a couple of years my Christmas tree in my bedroom will be at the standard that I want it to be at, but for now it's good enough, and it definitely does the job of making the bedroom seem more cheery. I'd say back to the actual drawings, this Nishinoya one was was definitely more challenging and took longer than the Tanaka one, in large part because Nishinoya has this like ridiculous haircut, which is kind of hard to make look realistic, and I don't think I really did, but at least it looks like his hairstyle from the show, even if it doesn't look like it could possibly be a real haircut in real life. And obviously, like, doing a hairstyle like this, like, you have to add details like strands and shading and all that. But if you know Haikyuu, then you know Tanaka has a buzz cut, so it was much easier. I just had to figure out how to like capture that kind of fuzzy texture of a buzz cut, which wasn't too bad. My one regret, I guess, with the Nishinoya portrait, I really love the way his nose turned out and everything, but I wish that the reference image I had used for the like real life model, like the human being I used to base this on, I wish that they had a little bit more of like a dramatic lighting on their face, and I'm not good at inventing dramatic lighting, so I attempted to add some like halo-like glow because he is the guardian deity of Kurosano. I think it turned out pretty good. And here is Tanaka. You can see his glorious buzz cut. This one did not take nearly as long to do, and maybe partially because, like, I guess I was getting kind of tired of working on it. It took me a long time to get motivated to paint this, and I took a lot of breaks in making it, but then I kind of powered through on the last day and just really buckled down and finished it. I worked pretty quickly on that last day that I was working on this one. But the thing is that's always challenging is like flipping the canvas back and forth, flipping it horizontally. You look at it and you think, oh, this looks pretty symmetrical. And then you flip it and you're like, oh my gosh, he looks like Quasimodo, some, deformed face. Like, it's not symmetrical at all. One eye is way bigger than the other. In this case, like, the left cheekbone looks way bigger than the other. And it's like crazy because I was like flipping it back and forth, which you can't tell in the time lapse because with Procreate, when you export the time lapse, it doesn't show if you flip the canvas. It only shows like the final orientation of the canvas. But I flipped it back and forth during the sketching and the painting and all throughout the process. And I used the liquefy tool towards the end to try and work on the symmetry. And I think that it definitely helped, and I got there in the end. But you have to be careful with the liquefy tool because you can definitely swirl and swish things too much and it just looks like you put it in a blender rather than, actually having painted it. And you can see here I'm trying to figure out his hair texture, and I think it looks pretty good. I think that looks like a buzz cut. I used some like textured brush in Procreate, and it turned out really well. But you can tell even from the time lapse it didn't take me that long. And there we go, I fixed the proportions finally. And I feel like, yeah, I drew that line there to make sure that the eyes were level with each other. And I think that I did a good job of making him look younger than the model did, because the model definitely looked like an older guy. And this looks like a teenager to me. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.